Greetings, whoever will listen to this or come here. Don't know, really, I'm a bit not myself as usual, and I might not sound sincere. And I don't have the eloquence these youngsters have, like apostate Aladdin and secular. Now they don't call themselves ex-Muslims. They're trying to teach us a lesson not to put ex-Muslim next to our names. This also is done in a very clever, covert manner. So I've written some things here. Let me just read it out, trying to find that English word for someone who feels bad that the West has taken action against Islam, and even the Christian apologists are saying, talking against it. Their own their own Muslims who have left Islam are talking against it, and so their own Muslims have left, but they themselves using this as they're not using this their channels as ex-Muslims. They he has his channel name as Secular Spirit. So still, I've sensed this, that they have that soft corner for the Muslims, and I don't know what they have somehow thought of that. We are going to create hatred for the Muslims, against the Muslims, right? Or what? So they're trying to, um, and even against apostate prophet, like he got me as I was very angry at the Christian apologetics, the Arabs, and even now very concerned about apostate prophet. He's been hijacked by Dr. David Wood, the Christians. Yeah, he was, Secular Spirit was, I think he showed a video on his live video about apostate prophet, against apostate prophet, right? David Wood surrounded by Christians and all this, and how David Wood teases him and sarcastically says things. So he's not able to, like Ridwan, apostate Allah prophet is not able to um, do live streams on, to help the people to maybe their his own atheists. This also to the ones who want to leave Islam or have left Islam and want to become atheists. So I did say under the Secular Spirits live channel on that, oh my God, yeah, he's apostate prophet has been hijacked. He's a hostage of these Christians. So, okay, let's carry on with this. So I can't find that English word, although they're very educated, very eloquent, smooth, very, these ones whom he copies. He's a copycat of his friend, apostate Aladdin, or apostate Aladdin has made him that soft corner, and their agenda is not truth against falsehood, but something other than that. So I saw that in Aladdin, right? Apostate Aladdin. It's done in a very sly but suave manner and lopsided. In his recent live stream, also, Secular Spirits, I saw that he was lopsided. He tells us that if the Muslims lash out at you, or so what? I was like, but in the beginning, I saw he was saying, oh, there's a death penalty, and they lash out. And so either it's like the Quran giving two different uh, things, making you confused, two different, you know, things, what you call it, in a way. So to confuse you, on one hand, yeah, like you said this and this, Again, on the same topic, you said this, so they can defend themselves like this. Oh, here we meant in this circumstance, we meant this, and in that circumstance, we meant that. And another thing really got to me after I saw his live streams and against the Israel being an apartheid state. I think it's lopsided, his own opinion. Uh, he should learn history, start to know history, and use less eloquence, more simple words, not show off with his verbosity and all this. That the soft corner, okay, but their agenda, it's done in a very sly but suave manner, lopsided and covert sympathies for the Muslims and against the non-Muslims. Thus a bias and traces of that I've seen in Secular Spirit and also Apostate Aladdin's videos or live streams earlier on, before Secular Spirit came to my attention on YouTube. And this is done by showing good manners, since Apostate Aladdin was at an old live stream of Abdullah Samir and Abdullah Gondal being there. What I'm trying to say here is that I think they've bagged in on this, maybe their own, yeah, as they have given why they left Islam. So for the selfish purpose, okay, they left Islam, maybe sincerely, and so apostate Aladdin knowing he can't defend Islam, or maybe even sincerely leaving Islam, but for Muslims, they have a very seems like lopsided, like more a soft corner for the Muslims. They should have been reformers rather than like Majid Nawaz, right? Okay, so it could be a self-interest in this. At the same time, um, defending their community, Muslims in a very, yes, apostate prophet, look at the way these Muslims come and on his live streams, and I can't see this, I'm not used to this, what are they showing? It's very disturbing and all that, right? But then how he keeps his manners is like, don't be like these Christians, apologetics, or like Christian Prince. So Christian Prince was like, aggressive, and I also get angry at these Christians. Like you want to break the Muslims. And then one Muslim Christian came here and apologized to me, how the other rest of the Muslims have been. So I don't know what the agenda is here. Lord, I feel alone, all alone. Uh, sorry, I can't trust anyone, even if they say they are ex-Muslims. And of course, I've made mistakes, and sometimes, I can't decide. Like the one Christian comes and, like he says, I apologize for those Christians who have treated you badly or something like that. So I was like, you don't have to apologize for them. And I don't know what's going. I'm really lost in this sometimes. Whether this is God knows what kind of a thing. Since apostate Aladdin was so, apostate Aladdin knows that, they've started, the ex-Muslims have started this against Islam. So Abdullah Samir with Abdullah Gondal on Abdullah Samir's live stream, then they took apostate Aladdin, or they actually want to defend, not defend Islam, but defend their Muslims. That like they get very angry when they see, like me, the way, what are the Christian apologetics doing with the Muslims or the ex-Muslims, even apostate, um, apostate prophet, apostates, getting confused here. Apostate prophet with the Christian David Wood. So they have uploaded first Aladdin, apostate Aladdin uploaded video against apostate prophet, and then now this his copycat friend, buddy, secular spirit. Um, Although they're very good, like thank you, and they're very eloquent. You can't beat their English eloquency, knowing you can't defend, and the manners are very good. I'm not able to explain what I've seen in both, although they are able to explain about apostate prophet with David Wood and these Christians, like David Wood. So apostate Aladdin, and I was in that, very angry at the Christians, and I found on my home feed, and I did that live stream, so the algorithm, right? So I found on my homepage his secular, um, this one's, what you might call it, secular spirits channel, and that particular video against Christians who are talking against Islam, and I got carried away. Like I thought, okay, I found this, some support, like, you know, yeah, Christians do this, yes, okay, like that. So someone to, that I'm not wrong about this. But then when so I saw this video of his life story, all, and I was so great. As I felt that, he's talking about this. He never talked about it to anyone, and now he's talking about it. It's really therapeutic for him, and I hope he doesn't commit suicide again or attempt it, since he has had that thought. So it's good that he uses social media to talk to people, us all, and take it out. So in one way, I was so glad. I really liked him, really appreciated. Then then they were like, "Oh, he's a Palestinian. Oh, he thinks Israel is an apartheid state." And then, okay, I was like, I didn't. Then I changed. I unliked, and I liked all his videos that I saw. Then I unliked them, and I had put a really great comment, like, like praising him. This is so great. You are also an empath. Empathies for ex-Muslims, right? No, we don't need such empathies. So, as a Shia, I was told, or I read somewhere in Sufi Islam, that it's good to take a slap from a believer than you know, get a smile from a believer, or a disbeliever from a disbeliever. It's good to take a slap from a disbeliever. Oh, from a believer. It's good to take a slap from a believer than a slap from than a smile from a disbeliever. See this, I'm not well and I'm going to make mistakes. So please bear with me if you can. If you can't, then it's okay. In life, this has been my case, failing, not being able to, deteriorating. Uh, and these devil's advocates, and with the manners, and the self-righteousness that we see, that even this is what I was thinking in London when I was, these people, they don't think they're self-righteous. That's why they have that little bit of innocence in them that we have lost, because and the grass is always greener on the other side. So I was missing my Shia religion and this, and then when I went back to Pakistan, so a lot of self, I was telling myself, I don't, first myself, like, what have I missed? And like, oh my God, if I'd stayed in this religion, I would have still held on to that self-righteousness, and I would have been uh, really unhealthy for myself, for my siblings, for, you know. So one should realize they have that balance, that self-righteous behavior comes up naturally and unjustly. So where I could just get a little um, unjust, unfair to my siblings, towards my siblings, being strict with them. Not that I've it's a hypocrisy, but you don't realize, and it just happens. And so this problem of self-righteousness, which the Western people, European people, don't have. Most of them, like I have come across in England, they don't have that. That's why they look so innocent. Even when they drink, their eyes don't have that lecherous look, like they're going to tear you apart, evil look, like they're going to rape you. Someone said in Pakistan that these men, they look at us like it's not like staring us, talking case. It's like you would feel like you're raped by them. That's. I wonder if I can bring this out in public, and I. But I also thought that then we take it very lightly and forget it, and you forget. No, no, but it's not rape, right? So then apostate Aladdin and they're exaggerating and all this. You see, this is, for example, let's say a Christian or someone says in Pakistan, the way these men look at us, these Muslim men, it's like they're raping us. When they are drinking and all this, and we don't. When I was there with them, my friends, don't feel like these Christian men are raping us by their looks, even after drinking so much or socially drinking, right? So the Muslim would say, oh, these Christians are exaggerating now against us. And this is where apostate Aladdin and the secular spirit comes in, that they're exaggerating. And this is not right. This is not rape. But they don't see where they come from. See, I would keep quiet. I'd start contemplating on that, and I wouldn't come. Like, I'm not a talker. I wouldn't use social media. But I have to. I thought, okay, this is the time to help my Muslims and help myself. So this is where maybe apostate Aladdin and his copycat secular spirit would come in and say these Christians are exaggerating against our Muslim, Pakistani Muslims, who are just staring at, looking at them, and this normal. I mean, if, okay, a little bit, but not like they're exaggerating, saying they feel like they've been raped with the eyes of these Pakistani men. Their looks are like that. So, okay, like in London, a Pakistani friend of mine was living with another Pakistani new one who had come. I went there and I was uncomfortable. I didn't like the looks of that Pakistani man, right? And I was like, I told my friend, I don't want to come to your apartment. You're sharing apartment. Although he said, come, we have a kitchen. If you'd like to make something for yourself, like I went out looking egg. Where can I get omelette, omelette, omelette? So he said, I shared this flat with another Pakistani new one who's come to our Holborn College. Show you you can make something here if you like. I was like, no, 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 thank you. I'm leaving. I want to leave. I don't want to sit here. So he played a little bit of it. Now he got into the guitar, since his favorite was a singer and he wanted to sing and play the guitar. Junoon's Junaid Jamshid, I think. Or he got into the guitar. No, he told me his favorite was Junaid Jamshid. And he even took me to his. So, anyways, these Muslims, ex or whatever, let's not call them. I think they would even object to us calling ourselves ex-Muslims or putting it here publicly, right? I don't want, like, they have their reasons. And so I felt it's really lopsided. Like they have a very soft corner. Like if later on he said in this video, if, and look at the way. So then I realized, no, no, this is lopsided. And what are they up to? It's snaky. It's really snaky. How I feel learn. After going through your videos, I can see that you are ignorant about Israel, but you show you have true knowledge, and you definitely are eloquent in English, like your friend Apostate Aladdin, you copy. You left Islam not for the truth against lies, but for your own interest. An optional, an opinionated person like you and selfish, one can never have true empathies. That one can never have true empathies for true ex-Muslims. And it might hurt him that I put ex-Muslims here, not those who have left Islam. Somewhere I've put those who have left Islam to make it easy for his heart to bear. You have undermined and lied. You can't even be trusted in the least bit. These are kids. Kids meaning big kids, you know. Someone like you feel guilty that, okay, it's against our religion, and okay, we have gone through this, and then you want to make it very soft. And maybe you've come from a very high society, or good manners. They don't see the reality of Islam, right? And they're not going to. They can't take this. Be true to yourself. Talks, talks, and then I can see the anger in his that he's trying to control. Right? Get angry. They won't shout or anything. They're tailor cut. These kind of high society people also, they're tailor cut. Oh, they know how to control themselves and their anger. Yeah, they're not an opinionated. What about, oh, you're controlling your anger? Yes, and look at those Palestinians who say we don't want Israel at all. But Jews in Israel, they have to leave. But very nicely, right? Oh, please don't go after these sick people like apostate Aladdin. But I know that someone was telling him that this one, Secular, that you're cute or charming, or God knows what, right? Going after the looks and all this. And their eloquence, and they use English to attract you. And they use their manners. Ugh, I want to scream against their hypocrisy. No need to. Come out of control. Be wild. Be yourselves. This is sickness. This is sickness. Even the English, when they don't take out their feelings, I felt, no, no, this is not healthy. Here, break out this thing, or lash out and all this. Although he says lash out and all that. Anyways, it's very difficult for such sly, cunning snakes. And I will get angry, and then they'll say she's angry and wild. And behave yourself, and calm down and relax. I think the best thing is, to go to these Hindu, uh, shout and scream and laugh as much, or Buddha laughing, laugh with Buddha. Show your emotions, express yourselves. As long as you don't get into the way of others. And also, if someone is making you angry, you should be angry. Why not? Oh, you know this the Sane the witch, Sane the witch. I did feel like an hypocrite imposter when I in St. Joseph's College when I joined the feeling like an imposter. Wait, first, how do I Sane the witch imposter? So this really helps, really helps. And the self-righteous behavior of the Muslims, and the religious people. It's just even my Christian teacher. That's what her Christian uh, neighbor said, that this Zahra is self-righteous behavior. I said, it's not good. Self-righteousness is not good. Remove low self-esteem, self-doubt, feeling fake, imposter syndrome, energy. Fasane the witch. Just so I'll be. Let me just show you this. Then come back. Imposter. Just doesn't self-doubt and feeling fake / imposter syndrome. You see, this is what they will make you into, this apostate Aladdin and a secular spirit. You'll be, I feel suffocated. Like good conduct, well behaved. Although I was saying that in UAE they should give a certificate of good conduct, yeah, at work and all this. Good conduct you have to, but not otherwise, like at home. I mean, my friend was saying it's okay, don't be so hard on yourself. People have things, children and parents between. I mean, they have fights and all this. You don't have to feel so guilty. I respect parents. Don't say fight to them in our religion, right? Islam. The reality they're out of. They're out of this reality. So where was I here? So an opinionated person like you and selfish one can never have never have true empathies for true ex-Muslims. You have undermined and lied. You can't even be trusted in the least bit. And same goes for that lopsided, opinionated friend of yours, apostate Aladdin. I strongly suspect you came out to speak against Islam because it is favorable for you and your friend apostate Aladdin, whom you copy, and him too. And because you want to prove something for your selfish reasons and self-interest, and you want us to behave like you behave, very tailored and good manners and self-interest, not because you want to help or have any empathies for truth seekers who have left Islam. This time I've said this, not as ex-Muslims, but here. Stop insulting us and misusing us under that fake garb of empathy. So since he has said that he's kind of trying to lead the way to be and create this empathy, support for the ex-Muslims, I don't think he deserves it, and it's not worth it. Don't go for it. True ex-Muslims, my opinion is this against him. Another thing is, we are fighting human animals. So, secular, why Israel committed genocide in Gaza doesn't matter? Doesn't matter. Genocide. You call this genocide. I've seen through your friend apostate Aladdin. You people are a very cunning lot. What cunning tactics you are using. First you see what cunning tactics you are using against the West. You think the West is going to trample on the Muslims, and there will be this. Your fear is like the fear of Islamic reformers in the West. They will attack my mother, who is hijabi. At least they won't rape her, but of course, that's a deflection. Or the Western people will attack my mother, my sister, who is a hijabi. So on this, okay, yes. You are masterminds at this. And what agenda is hidden inside of you? And please don't insult true ex-Muslims saying you empathize with us, right? Please get your facts right about Israel and the Jewish people. And it's not an oversimplification. Oversimplification, right? Oh God. Need to. It, I'm not. Use simple words. Okay, they've been taught to use these words. Okay, that's okay. Maybe, but I've seen that, those who are verbose are not sincere people. Those who, simple people, use simple English, simple language in their own simple language. They don't show off. Or maybe they wanted to be stylish from the very beginning, okay. But, simple. Keep it simple in life. And simple people who don't try to attract people by their verbosity and all. Really, these are the true ones, honest ones. You should be saluting, we should be honoring. And that's another sign that those people who are true, honest, sincere, and who are dishonest, cunning, sly. Not all, not for all, but look what I found in his videos, or one video was enough for me. And a question I asked him, and what he answers, I'm going to show you that also on his live stream. Please get your, so true ex-Muslims saying, oh God, and please don't insult true ex-Muslims. Thank you, I don't need any empathies from you or any support. Thank you, but no thank you. Please get your facts right about Israel and the Jewish people. Otherwise, you hold no value, and I need not your fake empathies. Stop your nonsensical lies. But you won't, because you have no shame. Fake ex-Muslim who is trying to win us by feeding us lies and lopsided and for selfish interests. Same goes for your fake ex-Muslim friends like apostate Aladdin. You can't sell your lies to me. You can't deceive me anymore. I've seen through you. So I've seen through him. What about the sixth? Oh, you'll say that was a blowback, raping of women and all this. Oh, stop your nonsense. Stop insulting us and misusing us under that fake garb of empathy. Both of you are unjustly sympathetic towards your people against the West. I strongly suspect you come out to speak against Islam because it is favorable for you and your friend apostate Aladdin, whom you copy, and because you want to prove something that I'm not able to properly express it here in language, right? Because you want to prove something for your selfish reasons. Self-interest, not because you want to help or have any empathies for truth seekers who left Islam already. Stop insulting us, please. Your eloquence. Okay, people, ex-Muslims are going to get. Now let me show you something else here. Right on YouTube. I've got it here. Dawkins exposes Ex-Shia. Okay. So Mossab Hassan's has come out on this. The maps don't whether they. So this from 1913 to 2025 on stories to inspire. Now this you see I never went to, but I've posted the same thing there too on Ex-Muslim Sahil official. I put there for secular spirit, right? So that's why I didn't go there. I didn't go for the live stream. I didn't even put the notification on. Please be wary, be careful. If I could, you see, such hypocrisy. It took me 56 years or so to ex- find out what is Prophet Muhammad, what is Hussein, what are the Imams, right? Before His Highness Agha and his grandfather. Now, took me, and you know, a hypocrite friend, took me 21 years to realize. 21 years and answering her back like, I can't reach such people. She's younger than me. Where is it here? No, it's here. There is something diabolic. Oh, this is mine. Here it is.
I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I did notice that he was just on Apostate Prophet's channel a couple of weeks ago. I didn't see that interview, but I've seen uh, snippets of things that this person has said before and interviews he's done before on more mainstream news and TV. And I would say again, he's falling into this oversimplification that I've seen from the big ex-Muslim content creators, where they lump the whole thing as this is extremist Islamic terrorism that Israel is fighting against. And it's a way of dismissing Palestine, the cause for Palestinian self-determination, as being illegitimate, invalid, to say, oh, well, we're just dealing with Islamic terrorists. And he's definitely a spokesperson for that. And I would say, obviously, there's problematic things about Hamas. I'm not going to defend Hamas. But I think what we need to do is look beyond the things that someone like this individual is saying, and look beyond Hamas and look at the root causes of the conflict. And so in that sense, I think people like him are a distraction that I try not to pay too much attention to. Okay.
Yeah, this oversimplification means that, and only for that he's showing that not only Hamas, but the Palestinians, right? They're all Islamic extremists. And this is just due to Islamic extremists, and this is the Palestinian cause is lost in this. The true Palestinian cause for their rights. Although I'm against Hamas, I'm not for Hamas. Oversimplification, over, you know what this, I'm going to show you from the far. What is oversimplification? Meaning? Meaning distorted impression, giving extent to simplification of something to such an extent. Oh God, I just had enough of these people. Distorted impression is given a general, oh yeah, right. Okay, let's see the Palestinian. Let's see the Jewish, where it started from, right? And shouldn't pay attention to Mossab Hassan. you're going to follow these young kids. I mean, these big kids. Oh my God. Please don't listen to them. I mean, listen to them, but then one day you'll see what I've shown is true. Anti-Semitism, okay, it has been in Christianity. Anti-Semitism, thank you, Britannica. Uh, Hostility toward or discrimination against Jews as a religious or racial group. The term anti-Semitism was coined in 1879 by the German agitator Wilhelm, Wilhelm Marr to designate the anti-Jewish campaigns underway in Central Europe at the time, then which culminated in the Holocaust, right? The Nazi anti-Semitism had a racist dimension in it that it targeted Jews. I have to start from history, right? Targeted Jews because of their supposed biological characteristics, even those who had themselves converted to other religions or whose parents were converts. This variety of anti Jewish racism dates only to the emergence of so called scientific racism in the 19th century and is different in nature from earlier anti Jewish prejudices. So there were this present in earlier in history, the nature of these anti-Jewish prejudices, the persistence of anti-Semitism into the 21st century also. Now let's see the origins of Christian anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism has existed to some degree wherever Jews have settled outside Palestine. And where does Palestine come from, this word? I showed you in a previous video, and then you can also again see in this video that Mosab Hassan has shows what Mosab Hassan is explaining about the Jews, Israel, and Palestine. In the ancient Greco-Roman world, religious differences were the primary basis for anti-Semitism. In the Hellenistic age, for instance, Jews' social segregation and their refusal to acknowledge the gods worshipped by other peoples aroused resentment among some pagans. So the Jews' social segregation against the pagans also, particularly, so this was the Jews, but where's the Christian one? The multiple gods. Okay, Judaism is monotheistic. However, okay, this is about pagan. When will, although Jesus of Nazareth and his disciples Jews, were practicing Jews. Oh, and Christianity is rooted in the Jewish teaching of monotheism. Judaism and Christianity became rivals soon after Jesus was crucified by Pontius Pilate, who executed him according to contemporary Roman practice, not the Jewish. The religious rivalry initially was theological. It soon also became political. Historians agree that the break between Judaism and Christianity followed. So we have to see how much this is true. What is the history, how I see it. Now I'm just reading it to you. And some history is, false history. The Temple of Jerusalem. So Christians alike, let's see if there is enough evidence for this or what. So this is what is like written, right, by Britannica. And they must have evidence. How much evidence? I don't know. But Exodus gives evidence in that the Jews, uh, God could not tolerate um, gods, worshipping of other gods or many gods. He was a jealous God. Christians were the new Israel. Okay, so the New Testament was seen as fulfilling the Old Testament, the Hebrew Bible. The Christians were the new Israel, but in flesh and in spirit. The God of justice had been replaced by the God of love. So that was in the Old Testament. The God of justice now replaced by the God of love in the New Testament. Thus, some early church fathers taught that God had finished with the Jews. So, this whole history in detail you can read Britannica. Disfavor incurred by the Jews' denial that Jesus was the Messiah and by the role in his crucifixion. Okay, so there was a role of the Jews in his crucifixion. Now, you see, the Christians and the Jews are not fighting for this anymore. As Christianity spread in the first centuries, so please tell us what is the Palestinian cause also, right? Now coming to that. So you can read all this, so how the Christian thing started and where it went to. And then read, but let me just take out a Quran first, right? So you will hate the Jews for this, the Muslims. You will surely find the most intense of the people in animosity toward the believers to be the Jews and those who associate others with Allah, polytheists, and you will find the nearest of them in affection to the believers, those who say we are Christians. That is because among them are priests and monks, and because they are not arrogant. So it comes from the Quran, the hatred for the Jews. Surah Fat ayat, what these Jews said they were called hypocrites and they don't want. Prophet Muhammad took Yathrib, so of course the Muslims have, and don't be friends with them. That's another one with against the Jews and the Christians also. A Quran ayat. So I don't have to show you right where Islam and read all this hadith. Even the hadith of Prophet Muhammad, there's a hadith which says wherever you find a, what was it? Um, Yeah, and another from the Quran, right? The Jews are the killers of their own prophets. They've killed their own prophets. They don't see that they did not kill their own prophets. These Jews, they were not, they were, who were they? They were idol worshippers, for God's sakes. Only the Messiah, they do not, the Jews don't believe that he is the true Messiah, Jesus Christ. What nonsense is this really going on? This religion is a. Okay, so it could have started for the Muslims, right? This is the starting, and then what? The Jews have been persecuted all the time, right? Then even after Jesus Christ, by the Christians. Then where do we go? Where do I show you what? So I show. Then I now the history behind this. Okay, what is the Palestinian cause? Um, right? Please do your reading. Don't just follow these people. I mean, this is someone we should salute. Someone who has, I think he deserves a standing ovation. A true person, even though away, at least I felt like life he breathed into me. Truth, I love. And I hope I always love it. And I hope I'm sincere and honest to this statement. I hope I remain sincere. What a man. So you can, I can't show you the whole thing. I haven't even asked him. I could be in, but this one I showed you is because he answered me and I could get a copyright infringement or whatever. Now the other thing is, um, will do Palestinians want two-state solution? And what is the Palestinian cause? Please tell us. Oh, the Jews have been terrible with them. They occupied their land. They occupied their land. No, it doesn't show that they occupied. Yes, there was a displacement, 700,000. They occupied the land. So see how it has been done. They, they occupied our land. This is 75 years ago. They occupied. You don't see what you have done to them before. It's only the Jews who have done this to the Arabs. And they don't even call themselves Arabs now. They call themselves Palestinians. The Jews themselves don't deny the 700,000 displacement, but now they say like, can we live in peace? No, we want Palestinian cause. So you want a Palestinian cause? What is the Palestinians seek to establish their own independent state in at least one part of the historic Palestine. Israeli defense of its own borders, control over the West Bank, the Egyptian-Israeli blockade of the Gaza Strip, and Palestinian internal politics currently make the Palestinians' goal out of reach. History of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. What is this cause? What are the causes? Key aspects of the conflict include the Israeli occupation of the West Bank and Gaza Strip. Now, this was a mandate of the British. The Israeli Jews were not with the British colonial. They said this was colonialization, and the Jews were with the British. Key aspects of the conflict include the Israeli occupation of the West Bank and Gaza Strip, the status of Jerusalem, Israel, settlements, borders, security, water rights, the permit regime, Palestinian freedom of movement, and the Palestinian right of return. Return to where? Oh my goodness. How did the conflict start? In 1936, British Mandatory Palestine. First of all, how can these Arab in Israel call themselves Palestinians? They're not Palestinians. What are you talking about, the Palestinian cause? Who were the Palestinians? Find out in the first place. Who gave them this name even? What Palestinians? My goodness. So they show you how educated, how well read, and how well spoken they are. And they take you like this, suavely, charming, attractive, eloquent, sophisticated. And you miss the truth. In response to rising Jewish immigration and economic dominance, Arab Palestinians revolted against the British. In response to rising Jewish immigration and economic dominance, Arab, Arab Palestinians revolted. They revolted against the British, attacking military installations and Jewish settlements. What? Okay, economic dominance? But this is the way. Oh, let them lash at you, he's telling us. Let them. I said, there I commented at Secular. What is this? Lash? They give us death threats? Just before that video, a live stream, I came late. When let me see, I was like, here he's saying this. Then he's saying later on, let them lash at you. Yeah, let them attack you. Let them kill you. Let them burn you. Let them rape you. And who is the true Muslim? Define a true Muslim. The ones who don't know their Quran, who think Islam is peace, peace, peace. I've even proven Islam is not peace through the Quran ayats. So you see, so much is distorted oversimplifications, himself giving and blaming Mossab Hassan, that great man that we should give a standing ovation to. He's a brave, courageous man. These people are sitting behind and, oh, I've looked at the snippets and this nonsense he's giving. And let them lash out. And later on he says, let them in this live stream, let them lash out, where he's answered my question. He's kidding you people, as apostate Aladdin has been. See, even as Sheikh Abdullah has said, there's no need to be politically right with them. So, and Sheikh Abdullah, if His Highness Sheikh Abdullah of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh, right? UAE. If I show him this is the true Islam, Sheikh Abdullah, and only one, if that hadith, if he's a Sunni, I can show him only one in your Prophet Muhammad has said will go to heaven. The rest of you will go to hell. Now, which one of you will go to hell? So I have to even correct Sheikh Abdullah. It's not Sheikh Mansour. I thought it was Sheikh Mansour. Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed. Attacking military installations and Jewish settlements. Who started it? Okay, there was an economic dominance, but attacking violence and all this, who started it? Let them lash at you, let them attack you, let them rape you, let them do this. You see, this is what these apostate Aladdin type and secular spirit type want. Let the Muslims attack you. And the truth is that this is a hate religion, this should be banned. And I agree to Mossab Hassan when he said the Quran should be banned. And these, they're cowards. And they have an agenda, hidden agenda. Don't go for these cowards. These are big kids who want to enjoy the West. Moderation, moderation. In Islam, where is moderation? So I agree to Mossab Hassan when he said the Quran or Islam. He said the Quran should be banned. And as for your information, secular, if you even care, they've got their big. He thinks his channel is so big that now he can stand for and empathize with ex-Muslims. Mossab Hassan Yusuf, this house believes Israel is an apartheid state responsible for genocide. Debate on this. Now, he said also, Quran should be banned. Where did he say that Quran should be banned? So they're going to give you a soft corner of, that it's not a bad, it's a, and if, like there are two, like duplicate, double dealing, double crossing. No, I can't find it, but I said that Quran should be banned. Ban the Quran. Ban Islam altogether. And yet I have to, it's been possible in Islam. See, that's why he didn't like it, because he still likes Islam. He doesn't think the problem is Islam, right? Maybe his parents didn't get killed for not practicing Islam because they never announced it, even never told him that they were not practicing Muslims. Maybe they even left Islam, but they didn't tell anyone. If they were to tell anyone wherever they lived to a Muslim, they might have been gone. Think of that. There are many sects, and but the Quran ayats, I've shown you through the Quran ayats. Palestinian identity is a lie. What are you talking about? The extremists he's fallen into, and oversimplifications he's giving. He's giving history. He's showing you, explaining to you, showing you the maps, showing you history. Palestine, what is a Palestinian identity? He's telling the Palestinian, call yourselves Arabs. You were not Palestinians. Where does Palestine come from? The word even. Mossab Hassan Yusuf destroys the myth of Palestinian identity and calls out the European Union, the Jobnik channel. Ban the Quran. It is a hate, full of hate book. New Dutch PM wants Islam banned 1 year ago. This is ITV News. Sweden to ban Quran. Very good. Hindustan Times on YouTube channel. Anti-Islam protesters rally outside Parliament to burn Islam's holiest book. Good. This professor is just a book. You would take a life for a book? For a cartoon? What nonsense is this? What wickedness? What injustice? This professor in Bangladesh banned the Quran. Very good. Captain Halal. Just ban the Quran. It's proposed Muslim ban also. 8 years ago. Didn't happen. Oh. Hijab ban in. I think the Quran should be banned, and it should. Hijab should not be forced on women like in Iran. They're forced in Saudi Arabia. Right? Okay, it sounds like they're very, level headed, and it's trying to be like the Britishers, level headed. But you can see there's some unhealthiness in them. Even though they get, swallow your anger, you can't get angry, like Imam Ali has said. I just choked really. They don't act like, okay, they don't act wild like me. So you want to go for these, go for them, but you won't find the truth behind all that. Find, just read the history. Who were the Palestinians? Do the the so-called Palestinians know what is the true identity origin? At least find out what's the origin of Palestine. And what is this? Okay, there was economic dominance by the Jews. So the Arab Palestinians, okay, let's call them Arab Palestinians, revolted against the British, attacking military installations and Jewish settlements. There. Goodness. According to Middle East experts David Pollock and Catherine Cleveland, as of 2021, the majority of Palestinians said they want to reclaim all of historic Palestine, including pre 1967 Israel. This is the Palestinian cause. So you see how secular spirit covers it and is trying to gain ex-Muslims also on his side. Do you think these Palestinians would even want? They don't even believe that Shias are Muslim. I know this. Shias are Muslims. So lopsided it has. Look at how these. Oh my God, Aladdin, apostate Aladdin is such a snake. He's worse than these Christians who like. Okay, yeah, I think these ones now they're even more dangerous. Aladdin, apostate Aladdin, and the secular spirit. They're more dangerous than these Christians who get angry. And I think now Christian Prince, sometimes I change my mind. Yeah, it's good to laugh, alchemize. Why get angry? Why be depressed about leaving Islam and how we got betrayed and duped? A one-state solution with equal rights for Arabs and Jews was ranked second. This is the Palestinian cause. So, I'm being slow and, okay, thank you, brother, Palestinian brother, and all this. But, the most intelligent question would be to this brother. When he says this Palestinian cause, tell him what is the Palestinian cause and ask him this and ask him where where do where does this name come from, Palestinian or Palestine? Get him like that. So I've seen many videos where the Palestinian Arabs, they don't want, and you can even call the Jews Palestinian Jews, right? This is the name the I think the British gave. I showed you that earlier in my earlier live stream. And were they a state? Was Prophet Muhammad? He took Yathrib. Was it wasn't even his, right? So very sly people, these coming from here and there. Okay, so these secular, देखो tuning अभी बहुत हो चुका. तुम सर जाओगे, हाँ, तुम्हें लिंक नहीं मिलेगा. ना मैं तुम्हारी हूँ ना कभी होंगी. तुम्हारा प्यार तुम मर मर के तरफ जाओगे बेचारे. फिर ऐसे ऐसे पोट्री लिखना कि अल्लाह मेरी माशूक मुझे जिससे प्यार है मैं तो सर गया हूँ, आती नहीं है, वो जा रही है अपने माशूक से मिलने. थैंक यू. हाँ, मैं जानती हूँ मैं बहुत प्यारी हूँ. थैंक यू सो मच. मैं जानती हूँ, तुम्हें कहने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. हाँ, मैं ऑफ कोर्स. ब्यूटी, what beauty God has given. My mother was very beautiful, even more than I was. That I know. So you don't have to tell me. In fact, someone in London, the one who loved me, told me, "You are gorgeous." लंदन वैसे प्यारी कहना बात नहीं है. एक्चुअली लंदन में जिसे मुझे प्यार था और जिसको मुझसे प्यार था, वो तो बहुत रिस्पेक्ट करता था. तो रिस्पेक्ट फर्स्ट आनी चाहिए. You see, उसने तो मुझे गॉर्जस कहा था, गॉर्जस। बहुत प्यारी नहीं, बड़ी प्यारी। तो जिसको रिस्पेक्ट नहीं है ना उसको, चलो तुम अभी, तुम्हें कब पाकिस्तान या दुबई में अगर रह रहे हो, तुम्हें कचरे के डब्बे में कब फेंकेंगे? जहाँ से आए हो वहाँ चले जाओ। मेरा साउंड सही है मुझे लगता है। अब तुम देखो, शेख चोर हो। अच्छा, और मुझे तुम्हें, तुम इतना झूठ क्यों बोलते हो? हाँ, अपने अपने आप को देख के उसको कह रहे हो किसी और को कह रहे हो, शर्म नहीं आती है तुम्हें? तुम्हें दिखाई नहीं देती? तुम अंधे हो? आर यू ब्लाइंड? मैं ब्लाइंड लोग वाला बेचारा ब्लाइंड है। तुम वो हो जो अमेरिकन्स कहते हैं ना, तुम क्या हो? कंपल्सिव लायर हो, कंपल्सिव। जैसे वो होता है ना क्लेप्टोमेनियक, कंपल्सिव। ये पाकिस्तानियों में ये एक और प्रॉब्लम है, कंपल्सिव लायर। इनको पता नहीं चलता है कि दे आर लाइंग, पैथोलॉजिकल लाइंग। तुम्हारी तुम मुझे, मैं तुम्हें क्यों जवाब दूं? मेरा कुछ पर्सनल मामले में दखल अंदाजी नहीं करो। मैं कचरों को वो नहीं, जवाब नहीं देती हूँ। एक्सपोज करना मज़ा आता है। टॉक इन इंग्लिश। नो पाकिस्तानी कचरा अलाउड हियर। नो पाकिस्तानी कचरा अलाउड हियर। Talk in English. Or you, now I know you can't even reach. No Emirati is going to, they love their sheikhs. We will put our lives if we have to at stake for to protect our sheikhs, because they've given us so much. And what is your value? You are worthless. You are kachra, garbage. You should be thrown. Hide user on this channel. तुम्हें जाने, you don't have to know these things, and neither am I giving you an answer for your status. Why should I waste my breath answering a one who is worth nothing? Balki, I don't think you should be thrown in the kachre ka dabba, recycled, if that kachra is going to be recycled. So this is the problem. You see, Pakistanis are sick people. Pakistan is pathological liar. पूरा पाकिस्तान को बोला है, अफगानिस्तान 101 films. A US official says, I've seen this video a long time ago. Pakistanis are compulsive liars, says angry Maruf Raza also. A fellow Pakistani must be. Amazing Arnab channel. So this, none of your business, and you are not wanted, you are banned from my channel. Go where you belong. You don't need to be answered by me. I have valuable, serious work here. I need serious people. I need valuable people, human beings, truthful, respectful, dignified, after the truth. You see, that's why even this person seems like a junk to me, because he is in a very sophisticated manner diabolical, but diabolical lies that he's telling and twisting and turning the truth to his advantage. So this is it's terrible. These snakes, uh, it's sometimes it takes many years for me, because these snakes are so they're intellectuals, they're devil's advocates, and how they twist and turn the truth to their own advantage, repeating it, and making you think. Now they're using American English, British English. Um, they're using that style, their style, eloquently to get you in that trap of lies. To, this is the bait they are using to trap you. And good manners. And they will not get angry, but from their tone sometimes sounds like it. It's calculated, you see. It's very tailored. Be careful. Be wary, be aware. Although, and they are not, they think they are heroes in the cause, empathizing, they're zeros. They're not heroes. So now I have to deal with very sophisticated ones who are lying and portraying themselves as ex-Muslims. The secular spirit. Who's oh, someone's cooking something. Neighbor is cooking. What lies, really? And then thank you and manners and all this. This is all bullshit, but sophisticated bullshit. Let's go back to this. What is the origin of Palestine? Let's see this. Were the Palestinians even Jews? Who named them Palestine? Origin. Were they Arabs? Palestine, area of the eastern Mediterranean region, comprising, were they Muslims? Palestine, area of modern Israel, parts of modern Israel, sorry, and the Palestinian, this Britannica, thank you, territories of the Gaza Strip along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea and the West Bank, Jordan River. The term Palestine has been associated variously and sometimes controversially with this small region, which some have asserted also includes Jordan. Both the geographic area designed by the name and the political status of it have changed over the course of some 3 millennia. The region, or at least a part of it, is also known as the Holy Land and is held sacred among Jews, Christians, and Muslims. But in this, if you say who came first, I would say the Jews came first before even the Christians and the Muslims. And the Christians came before the Muslims. Since the 20th century, it has been the object of conflicting claims of Jewish and Arab national movements. And the conflict has led to prolonged violence and, in several instances, open warfare. The word Palestine derives from Philistia, the name given by the Greek writers to the land of Philistines, who in the 20th century BCE occupied a small pocket of the land on the northern coast between what are now Tel Aviv, Yafu, and Gaza. Where does this come from? The name was revived by the Romans in the 2nd century CE, Christ era, in Syria. It's spelled Palaestina. Sorry for this, right? Designating the southern portion of the province of Syria. In the Byzantine era, the name was used for the provinces of Palestina Prima, Palestina Secunda, and Palestina Salutaris or Tertia. Palestina Prima was then administered as a Jund military district by the Arab name Philistine. In the early Islamic era, okay, after the Crusades, the name remained in informal use as a geographic designation, but it had no official status until after World War I and the end of rule by the Ottoman Empire, when it was adopted for one of the regions mandated to the Great Britain. In addition to an area roughly comprising present-day Israel and the West Bank, the mandate included the territory east of the Jordan River, now constituting the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, which Britain placed under an administration separate from that of Palestine. Britain did it immediately after receiving the mandate for the territory. The name Palestine has long been in popular use as a general term to denote a traditional region, but this usage does not imply precise boundaries even, right? You are going to be, now he's come, kachre, I don't want kachras. UAE wali ka. No, you are not, sir. I'm going to ban you. You have to give me, I'm not going to answer kachras. I'm going to lose my breath on kachras. Good riddance to bad rubbish now. So the constitutes perception of what constitutes Palestine's eastern boundary has been especially fluid. There were no boundaries, and so it's right what Mossab Hassan explains in the video recently uploaded, right? Where is it here? Amazing. He has said, don't call me a hero. But really, truth is rare. There's lots of bias or little bit of bias. And seems that Mossab Hassan Yusuf doesn't have a speck ounce of bias. 3 days ago, Mossab Hassan shows you what this is. The land of Israel belongs to the Jews. Why they had to leave? So much anti Semitism, and when they came back. And do you think the Arabs didn't attack the Jews? Now, extending at the times to the edge of the Arabian desert. In contemporary understanding, however, recent understanding, Palestine is generally defined as a region bounded on the east by the Jordan River, on the north by the border between modern Israel and Lebanon, on the west by the Mediterranean Sea, including the coast of Gaza, and on the south by the Negev, with its southernmost extension reaching to the Gulf of Aqaba. The strategic importance of the area is immense. Through it passed the main roads from Egypt to Syria and from the Mediterranean to the hills beyond the Jordan River. So, first tell us about the origins of this Palestine, then go further. Otherwise, you are oversimplifying and distorting the truth and showing it the way the Palestinians now want to show it against the Israelis unfairly, unjustly. Right? Plain of Tel Aviv, Hellenistic. Okay. What else is there that I can demand? Please, I want to show you in detail Samaria. Please be patient with me and please bear with me here. The kingdom of Israel. Samaria, the region of the ancient kingdom of Israel, is a hilly district extending from Jezreel Valley to the latitude of Ramallah. So once we define something, right, and go to the origins, see the history, correct it, I mean, rectify it, see that, validate it, is it true? Cross question it. From Ramallah to the north to Judea, right? Find out. So once you define and you find the origin of Palestine, the name, start from there and not the present Palestinians. And saying that he's oversimplifying. Look at the Jews, how they go. One of them was even scared that he might be killed here. So there was this is do Palestinians want a two-state? I can't find that other reason. Corey Gill Shuster, 4 months ago. Palestinians. After the Gaza war, the world wants a two-state solution. Do you agree? Go to his. I'll go to his channel. Good. Wait, let me just play this. So it comes on my other device, and I keep forgetting the name. Sorry. Just go to his channel. Israelis, should Jews resettle in Gaza after the war? Israelis, what are you doing for Hasbara? See, so many videos here. You can see his channel. Uh, Let me go to his channel. Ask Project. See who they are asking. Don't just ask one Palestinian. Corey, Gil, Shuster. Coming to the region, want a unique experience, want to help the project, unique day trips to speak to and film average Israelis and Palestinian. Ask your own questions. Contact me with the subject Ask Tours. Corey Gill Shuster. Ask an Israeli, Ask a Palestinian project 12 years ago. Israelis, should Jews resettle in Gaza after the war? Religious Israeli Jews. Is it okay to spit on Christians? See, go through this. Israelis, how do you perceive the shift in the international opinion since October 7th? And then we can also, Palestinian Gen Z. What solution do you prefer for the conflict 2 weeks ago? Palestinians, should children participate in resistance 13 days ago? Israelis, do you know how many civilians have been killed in Gaza? All these videos on this. Palestine and Israel. Palestinians and Israelis. What do you think of India also? So what should he have said? Do your own research, right? And I don't think an atheist would say, ask me anything. An atheist would do your research. You have the freedom. And when I can find it, it's not in God telling us revelations. What should the atheist, true atheist, tell you? They should guide you. If you don't know, you say you don't know, this is this you how use your mind, right? Use rationality. Use rational thinking. You will find out. I'm not here to answer your questions, right? That's what they should say. Truth atheists. True atheists, they trust in themselves, their rational mind. That's where they should be leading you to. And how to work out whether whether you should be for the Palestinian cause or for the Israeli cause, or what should happen, what is the solution now, right? You should work out, atheists should be able to work out this for with your own mind, research, rationality. So true atheists would say this, right? Unless a scientist has to give you something, because you haven't reached that science. So different thing. Experts. Okay. Experts at that. But can this person be an expert on, even though he's a Palestinian, he's lived most of his life abroad, can he be an expert? See how they deceive you, please. Don't do this. This is also another way of deception, not this, the secular spirit. They are creating more problems than already exist in human beings, conflicts and all this. And not being able to trust yourself to find the answer, or if the answer is outside, then do your own research. I'm not here to tell you, because I haven't even lived. He hasn't lived. Or even if he's lived there, you should go to a Palestinian and talk with the Palestinians, many, and then go to Israel and talk. Otherwise, talking like this, what nonsense. Even reading like this, I can't. But because this Mossab, I look at the way he shows you. It's different than what these people are telling you. What this man is telling you, a Palestinian channel. And he's also using ex-Muslims. He's using this is the, if he was using Palestine and talking about it, there are many such videos, right? I wouldn't care to answer or even go there or make a video on them. Have I ever made a video on this Palestinian has told me this and don't do? No, because he has used ex-Muslim and he's used. I know what is this one made of. Then they also criticize, and Abdullah Samir had to take out a video, right? That this up on friendly ex-Muslim now channel. That he I think on apostate Aladdin. Yeah, I should have gone back to his video. Apostate Aladdin criticizing apostate prophet. Apostate Aladdin goes after apostate prophet. Friendly ex-Muslim. He's doing this all wrong. You see? Why did Aladdin attack apostate prophet? Also, I haven't seen this one by X-Muslim Chronicles channel. And they are now apostate Aladdin is criticizing apostate prophet. Ex-Muslim exposed. See now, Mufti Masala, God knows who he is, Mufti Masala. Maybe he's also. I mean, the Muslims are going to really. Haris Sultan. I haven't watched this. Is apostate Aladdin? I haven't subscribed to him. Is apostate Aladdin's attack on the apostate prophet justified? Although sometimes I do watch his videos when it comes to some Saudi Arabia, Arab, or Pakistani, or is someone's life in danger. Look at what they're doing now, this nonsense. Yeah, but from the very beginning, I don't know who to trust really, right? My case here, no one to support and all this. Anyways,